What's up, guys, and welcome to another video here to Union Arena. Today we're gonna take a look at the green decks, which will be the Sinon Sniper and the Green ALO cards. So yeah, let's start with the deck building. Alright guys, let's start with probably my favorite deck of this format. The GGO Sniper Sinon and Kirito. I think GGO is Gun Games Online, if I'm correct. In this deck will feature the Sinon, who can gain the Sniper ability, together with the 7-cost Raid Kirito here, who can gain abilities when another character on your field wins a battle, which is pretty convenient since the Sniper ability activates this ability a lot. Alright, let's start off with the Sinon line here. She can gain the Sniper ability, as I mentioned, until the end of the turn, but also when you attack and win a battle, which happens when you snipe someone. You can scout the top 2 cards of your deck and place them at the top of the deck or at the bottom, and you can also boost another character for 1000 battle points, which is nice. The special trigger in this deck is also centered around her, since the special trigger can boost your Sinon or any character, and if this character is a Sinon, it will also gain a snipe until the end of the turn, which is pretty neat. Besides the Sinon, we added her line. We added 4 of the 0-cost Sinon, 4 of the 3-cost color trigger Sinon. She will just gain impact 1 if she has 4000 or more battle points. And then 4 of the 2-cost Sinon, who can scout the top of your deck. Alright, the Kirito, as already mentioned, can gain abilities when another character wins a battle. And in his case, he will just gain double damage. So the goal of this deck is to bring your Sinon out, snipe someone with your Sinon, to remove like a potential blocker on the field, and then attack with the double damage Kirito. He has a high cost, but his other abilities are also very strong. He got impact 1 all the time. And during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot choose this character with an ability or event card unless they place one card from their hand into the trash. So it's kinda difficult to remove him from the field. Last thing, he can activate main once per turn to boost another character on your field by 1000 battle points. Together with him, we added the Kirito line. You can cut back a little bit here, but I just try to include like 4 of the 0-cost here. Only 2 of the 4-cost 4K Kirito, however you can definitely like include more of them because the 4K is always strong. And then 4 of the 3K Kirito is also a searcher and double energy, so he's really important. And yeah, these are the main lines of the deck, the Sinon and the Kirito. As additional support and characters, I brought the Yamikaze here, who can just bounce a 1-cost or lower character back to hand, and the Xyzit, who can gain another energy generation, which is important for the high cost characters here. The event cards are also kind of important here. First we got the final trigger barbecue, 2 action points back to active, and then the special trigger, which I already talked about. But we also got 4 of the photon sword here. You can buff your Kirito and give him impact +1. Since he already has impact 1, this means he will get impact 2 and double damage 2, which is pretty strong. And he also gains 2000 battle points, so yeah, pretty strong card. And then last event card is a side card that's similar to the Green Lancelot deck, where you can just discard a card and gain 3 energy generation for 1 turn, so you can bring out your big guys a little bit easier. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the Green ALO deck. Okay, next up here we have the mill style deck, the Green ALO deck, starring the Green ALO Asuna and the Green ALO Yuuki. Now the main goal of this deck is to mill as many cards into your sideline with the name of Yuuki or Mother Rosario here. So your Raid Asuna will gain a lot of abilities. Okay, let's talk quickly about this deck. You get the Raid Asuna here. Again, she gains abilities based on your number of Yuuki and Mother Rosario cards in your sideline. If you have 4 more cards in your sideline, she will gain the when attacking ability to draw up to 1 card. If you have 6 or more, she will gain 1000 battle points and double damage. And if you have 8 or more, she cannot be blocked by a character with 3000 or less battle points. The 3-cost Asuna here can gain 500 battle points and impact 1 if you have 6 Yuuki or Mother Rosario cards in your sideline. And then the 0-cost Asuna is a pretty standard vanilla card. The Yuuki line doesn't have a raid card, but it allows you basically to draw a lot of cards and mill your hand a little bit more easily. We can start off with the color trigger here, the 4-cost double action point Yuuki. and she's a really weird character. You can play her set to active on your field, but at the start of your turn you need to sideline her. Other abilities are when Blade, you can draw 2 cards and place 1 card from your hand in your sideline, which is basically a mill. And when she's sidelined, due to her ability or due to like a blocking or special trigger, you can rest one of your opponent's characters. I think the goal of this deck is to mill as many cards, with the other cards in her line are basically allowing you to mill cards too. You have the 4 cost, 4 battle points Yuuki here. If Asuna, Sinon or Sleeping Knight is on the field, you can draw a card and place 1 card from your hand to the sideline. The 2 energy Yuuki allows you, when she's sidelined, to choose up to 1 character on your field and buff it by 1000 battle points. And the 0 cost Yuuki is basically a draw 1 card and place 1 card from your hand to the sideline. So I think the goal of this deck might be to sideline this character at the start of your turn, so you can rest one of your opponent's blocker that is potentially a 4k. Which allows your Asuna to be able to hit with the double damage effectively, but like, yeah, this deck is not that strong. Let's quickly go about the other cards that I include in this deck. We have the 1 cost Sinon, she's just a nullify impact card. The Sleeping Knights can play up to 1 other character. With the Trait ALO. The Silica scouts the top of your deck and is a double energy card with step. And the Yui here is just a searcher. Lastly, for the event cards, we just have the standard cards here because the other event cards are only for the Sinon and Kirito deck, unfortunately. So yeah, that includes the deck building. Let's head into the battle. We are in the tabletop simulator. We got the Sinon Sniper on the red side here and the Yuuki Asuna on the blue side. Let's throw the dice here to see who will go first. Oh, I forgot to set up my life cards. 2 and 6. So the... Oh, we forgot this side. Yuuki will go first. Set up all the life cards. Alright, start the first action point turn. How does our hand look like? We got 1 0 cost and 1 1 cost. So I think this is pretty okay, and then 2 of the 2 cost Yuuki. Again, the idea of this deck is to get as many Yuuki cards in your sideline as possible. We got an Asuna, and I think I might actually drop one of these Yuuki cards here. Okay, let's untap and in our turn. We'll have some slow turns here at the beginning. Did I draw a card in the first turn, by the way? I'm not sure, because that's illegal. We got 2 of the Xyzit. Can someone please tell me how to pronounce this guy? 1 of the 0 cost Kirito. Oh, that's pretty good. And we got a Searcher too, okay. So our goal here is just to go up to as much energy as possible. I think I wanna play 1 of the Xyzit and play 1 of the Ichigo. Kirito, it starts again. Damn this name. Let's untap over here and end our turn. So yeah, I didn't draw in the first turn because we have 6 hand cards. Let's draw now. We got the Nullify Impact Sinon, okay. So our goal here, I think, is to play out the Yui, because we don't have another 0 cost. You can look at the top 3 cards, 1 green card with ALO type, and add it to your hand. Let's search over here, the 3 cards. We can get another Yui, a Yuuki, or an Asuna. Let's see, what do we have now? We have 1 Asuna in our hand. I think it wouldn't hurt to get another 0 cost. I think I will just get the Searcher. Let's bottom deck these, get the Searcher to our hand, and I think we can play her out immediately. Again, we wanna hold on with our Raid Asuna as long as possible. I don't think I need the Nullify Impact now, and she is needed later too. So let's play our Searcher again. Search 3. Cannot grab this, unfortunately. Could grab this Asuna. I don't think we have this Yuuki in our hand yet. Let's grab the Yuuki, because she seems to be necessary for the combo. So let's add that to the hand. Okay, let's untap and end the turn. We are staying at 2 here, and we get another Xyzit. This is a good turn to play the barbecue already. Build up our board a bit. I think so, because we don't need to do like early damage. So we're gonna use the active main ability. Actually, no, I didn't play a card yet. Yeah, no. Let's use the active main ability of him. We're gonna rest our first action point to play the green cost, 3 cost Kirito here with a searcher, 4 cards. Search top 4, and we can search for a GGO card other than Kirito. So only the Xenons. I think I will get another Xenon raid to our hand, because I think we have this character. Oh, I forgot we need to go up to 6 energy. So we should have probably grabbed the double energy card there. But that's alright, we have one of her in the hand, and we have already a double energy on the field, so we are at... Currently we are at 5 energy. Could raid with this guy. However, he doesn't have double damage yet. Let's use the barbecue. Set 2 of our action points back to active. Then we're gonna play the Xenon into the energy line. She's just there for energy generation, and we are already at 7 now, which means we could raid with this Kirito, sorry. Move him to the front line. Again, he gains double damage when someone is sniped. However, it's really difficult to remove him from the field, except for like special trigger. So yeah, let's move to the attack phase. Swing 5k, hopefully no. Oh my god. How can it be that the first card that I hit is the special trigger? Choose one character on your opponent's front line and sideline it, yep. And the Kirito is not protected because the other effect is only there for the opponent's turn. Then we got unlucky here. Untap, and I was a little bit too greedy. And kill the Xyzit at any time. The luck is on our side here. Still not really sure. Actually, we need to keep a count of our sideline. We have 2 cards at the moment. If this deck is really worth it, I don't think I can play this because it will be kind of pointless. However, I could mill some cards. I'm missing my double energy cards here. So what I will do is I will move... Yeah, I don't have a raid character. I will move you guys to the front line. Excuse me. Play one of the 1 cost Xenon. Play one of the 2 cost Yuuki here. Actually, let me play her on the front line. Oh, hold on, no. I will just play another Asuna into the energy line. Then move to the attack phase. Swing with the Yui first. We get an active trigger, which is kinda useless. Then swing with the Yuuki. And we get another active trigger, unfortunately. So let's untap here and end it. The other deck might be able to rush me down because of this first turn special trigger. I'm slightly cooked here, but however I think I need to bring out the Sinon, which means I will play the 4 cost Kirito here into the energy line, followed by one of the Xyzit. So I can raid this double energy Xenon, unfortunately. Move it to the front line. When played ability, this character gains snipe until the end of the turn. And when I attack and win a battle, I can scout the top 2 cards of the deck. So let's head into the attack phase. Swing with the Xenon. I think I'm gonna KO the Yui. So my opponent cannot stack the Yuki characters. And then this character's ability activates. I can look at the top 2 cards of my deck and put them at the top or bottom of my deck in any order. So let's take a look here. We got a Xenon and another Xenon. I think I want to put both of these actually onto the bottom of the deck, I think. Alright, let's untap here and end our turn. Using the sniper ability for 1500 characters is like not really optimal here. With the Mother Rosario, I can only bounce the Xenon back to hand. I cannot sideline it yet, unfortunately, because we have only 2 of these cards in our sideline and one of them is a Yui. So what I think I might do is play actually this double energy character onto the front line. Activate her one blade ability, draw 2 cards and sideline 1. I'm gonna sideline this Yuki. So now we are at 3 cards, which means the Mother Rosario is online. 3 or more cards, yeah. Which means I can activate this to get rid of the Sinon, because she's not protected like the Kirito. And then we'll move into the attack phase, swing 4k first, in case of the special trigger, and there's another active trigger. Wow, there's like only active trigger in this life. Swing 1500, and there's another active trigger. Damn, that was like not shuffled correctly. Let's end the turn here. I'm actually down to 3 life cards, so this deck is just constantly hitting me. Oh sorry, let's draw a card first. We got the Sinon Sniper, so I think we need to do an action point draw. Okay, we got a 0 cost, which means we could raid potentially. Yeah, this is not looking good here. I could move all my characters to the front line and hope to block him. However, I think I just have to raid this turn. This is 5 energy, so we need to use his ability too. Raid with the Sinon. Again, move her to the front line. When blade ability has snipe. We move to the battle phase. We'll snipe the Yuuki here, so she cannot activate her when resting ability. And I can look at the top cards of my deck and put them at the top or bottom. Place any number of them on the top of your deck in any order. Then place any remaining cards. Okay, I can choose. So I will put the... is this good to get? I mean, I can do an action point draw next turn and hope for the Kirito. Otherwise, we would not have enough energy, so yeah, I need to hope for the best. Let's put her onto the bottom. Put this buggy onto the top. However, this might be a big mistake here. And then we untap here, this character gets sidelined and end the turn. Seems like the sniping deck is a little bit too slow against this deck. However, we still got lucky here. So I think it might be time to bring out the Asunas and already finish him off, because he only has 1 character on his front line. Currently have 5 Yuuki's and Mother Rosario cards in our field. So we could potentially get double damage here. Okay, I think I know what to do here. However, if I remove this character from the field, I need to put it in the removal area. And I have no way of sidelining 1 card from my hand at the moment. Okay, yeah, I have to fill my board here. Let's start by raiding the Asuna here, move her to the front line. Now I should keep her on the till the very end, but since we're already very close to winning, I can bring her out, I think. Then we will play the 0 cost Asuna here and add the other Asuna also. Raid the other Asuna also. Move her to the front line. And then we will go into the attack phase. She will have only when attacking draw up to 1 card. So let's start by swinging 4k. We draw a 0 cost. Now my opponent here has to take 2 hits here. So, this is a final trigger. I can swing pretty much for free because he can block the Yuuki. Again, swing when attacking, draw 1 card, and it is not a trigger. And then the Yuuki will be blocked by the Sinon. Alright, let's untap and end our turn. So we are down to 1 action, 1 life card. And there's the buggy that we draw, that we put on the top of the deck, which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, I don't have a Sinon on the field. I need to put blockers up, but I think this game is lost on this side. Let's do an action point draw. I think even with the raid Kirito here, we would still lose the game, because I could only go up to 6 energy and then play the Sinon as a vanilla card. But yeah, okay, so let's end this. Gonna move him to the front line as a blocker, then use 1 action point. Actually, I have to move him to the front too, because there's really nothing that I can do here. Let's play him. Let's play the Yamikaze, put him back to up to the hand. We will start swinging. I think it's not even worth to swing here, because like a single special trigger could like pretty much kill me. So yeah, we will not swing. We will just leave it like this. Untap and end the turn. I think this is the most that I could do in that situation. We were really unlucky there. I think we can move this Yuuki into the front line. Then we're gonna play the last searcher here. Top 3 card, not that it really matters. Let's add the 0 cost to our hand. We bottom deck the rest, and then we need to side diamond card, which is just gonna be a Yuuki character, of course. Because so now we have 6 of them in our sideline, so our Asuna will get double damage. And then I think I just play some characters here. Remove the Yui, play the Yuuki into the energy line. These all don't have on blade abilities. And now we're gonna go ahead and swing. These also have 1000 battle points, by the way, constantly. So she's a pretty good blocker too. Huh. Okay. Let's start swinging. 5k. This is the first block. I can draw a card. Not that it really matters. 5k. This will be the second block. Draw a card. 3k will be the third block. And then 1500. Connect. And there's the Raid Ichigo trigger. GG. So the Green ALO deck actually kind of rushed our opponent down pretty quickly. We have 6 life cards left. Jesus, I didn't expect that. I thought this deck is a little bit strange, but like if you can swarm it out effectively, I think it can do pretty well. And the Sinon sniper here is actually kind of slow. I didn't expect it, but yeah, it's like a high cost energy deck. You need to draw correctly, and if you get punished like me, because I was too greedy on bringing out the 7 cost Ichigo too early, Kirito, Jesus. Yeah, then it's hard to recover from this deck, I'm sure. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which Sword Art Online deck you will be playing. I thought about playing the Sinon deck, but after this match I'm kind of reconsidering my choices maybe. I already made a video about the blue sets, or the blue decks that you can build with the blue Kirito structure deck extension and the blue ALO cards, I think. So you can check that out on my channel, and I will see you in the next video.